It's from where? They don't need that. I don't believe that they will have done that. To me, I see that it might have been a setup or a decoy to come and feel Baba out. Government just need to ensure that the proper thing is done. Government needs to ensure that the police, the Nigerian police, Lagos State chapter, they do their job, they follow the law. That's all. They don't need to speak to Baba. What do you want to tell Baba? What is it that you want to, why are you calling him? For what? To forget the case? Or to tell him that you are doing everything that you need to do? No, you don't need to say that. So I found that to be very, very sinister. I find that to be, something that we need to look, to keep and to close one eye and be looking at it with one eye. No need to call the man. The matter is before the courts. All they need to do, the government need to do, is to ensure that an arm of the executive in Lagos State does what is right. They go back to their drawing board and get it right. Instead of the government calling Baba, if it is the government, let them call the commissioner of police in Lagos State. Let them call the person in charge of the matter. Let them request for all the files of the case, to review it. Let them call the DPO of that police station and let him explain why, as a police officer that was trained with the resources of the country, with taxpayers' money, he failed to step out to say, please open, let me see the body. That's what government should be doing. Government, instead of calling Baba, if they are the ones who actually call the man, should be calling the police officer that received bottles of wine and brown envelope from Karimo. That's what they should be doing. Don't call the Baba. If I hear that you call the Baba again, if it is the government, honestly, let me take it easy from there. Instead of calling the Baba, you are supposed to ask the Nigerian police Lagos State chapter to investigate the purported police officers that have followed Afunu Yomi to Mohbad's house. That's what government should be doing. Government should be investigating the court order, the purported court order that Yomi said he obtained for him to go and search and look at a house that was not declared a crime scene. That's what government should be doing. Not call Aloba and disturb the man with some nonsensical calls. No. Government should be asking those who the government, Lagos State government set up to look into this matter, that issued a report that says that the boy bled profusely. You should be asking them, come and prove to me as the government, as the president or whatever, how you arrived at that conclusion. That's what government should be doing, not be calling the Baba. So I don't believe that is true. It's probably the handiwork of the bad people. It's the handiwork of the dark souls in this campaign. So that's just what I want to say. As far as I'm concerned, somebody called Baba, they lied and all of that. Just as Karamo lied against the Baba, saying that she called Baba and spoke with him for 8 hours. It's a lie. So Baba, be wary, be on guard at all times. Be on guard at all times, sir. So this is just what I want to just quickly talk about. That Please, Your Excellency, Mr. Tinubu, none of your people should call Baba again. No, they should not call Baba again. Go and face the court, face the police, and ensure not call Baba again. Period. Period. I don't want to hear it. But if the Baba reports again that any of your officials call him, I will report you guys to VDM. I will report you guys. Thank you very much, Honorable York. God bless you, sir. Oh, Honorable Ish, I greet you. I greet you, sir.
Senator Ish, let's have you.
All right, good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. Wunmi Lizzie Alabi, Wunmi Talk is Sheep, Mr. Tazan, Niyosho, Mr. Bayo Billion, Exhibition 2025. Good afternoon, Mami, good afternoon, ma, and every other person. Honorable Ashidjari. Well, I think I just came in now, but from the last statement that Mr. Tazan made, I think I can relate with the subject of discussion, which I believe is the called government of a thing. Well, as a member of the public and as a citizen concerned, and also as a lover of justice and word. One thing I will just say is this, that the family, and when I say the family now, you know the way I used to put it, that is Mr. Joseph Oluwabamewo, needs to be very sensitive to that call. I think yesterday Honorable was talking about it briefly. You have to be very, very careful, because after 18 months and a call is coming, and funny enough, anytime any government official or government parastatal calls on Baba, they ask him one question as though this man has not been speaking for the past 17 months. They ask him the same question as though they've been deaf and they've not been on this internet to hear what the man has actually been saying for the past 17 months. I intentionally said 17 months. Right. When he was invited by the police, in the case of when he met with Adura in the police station, they asked him, what does he want? Another invitation that he had, they asked him, what does he want? Now, if the government representative are calling on him and asking him again, what does he want? Then it means, I'm not sure this guy are actually interested in what he wants. Maybe they are just looking for a way to weaken his defense. That's what I think. Maybe they are just looking for a way to weaken his defense. Because if he got the first invitation by the police and they were asking him, this man has been speaking for the past 17 months. You heard his testimony. You guys questioned him. You have your representative at the coroner inquest, whether you like it or not, whether you wear uniform or not. You've had several interviews. As a matter of fact, they reported the man to you that the man was talking about a certain distance. And you invited the man to your distance. So you could hear that one, but you did not hear what the man has been saying for the past 17 months. saying all he wants is justice on the pages of newspaper, television interviews, radio interviews, and all of those things. So you still needed to invite him and be asking him one question. What do you want? And I think, don't let me use the word I think. I want to believe that is the only question they ask, and there is no other thing. Because I was not there, you were not there. I don't have privilege to enter into the meeting, you don't have privilege to enter into the meeting. But I just want to say, I hope that was the only question that was asked. And I hope that's the only thing they have in mind. But we're going to believe the word of Baba, who said, he told them, this is what I want. And Sanchitu was there. But the thing is, we all have to be very, very careful. And those, I said something some days ago or some weeks ago. I said, the hierarchy of justice for Mohbad, there is a place where my level stops. There is a place where the critical thinkers, and that's why some people say, oh, critical thinkers. See, there are levels to what the critical thinkers can do as a body. You as an individual, there is a level to what you can do. If it's being held, I as a person, I can't get there. I don't have the privilege to access. You understand? There are physically or virtually. You understand? You and I don't have the privilege to be there. You understand? So the little efforts we are bringing from the outside is what is supposed to be harnessed with whatever decision those that have access to go to that meeting. They are supposed to mix everything together to consider. So for those that have us, I hope they are doing the right thing. I hope they are saying the right thing. I hope our analysis will not just go down. Last week Sunday, Honorable York was in the church, was singing. Just having his phone. And the next thing I saw, someone shared a screenshot with me where someone was like, sorry to say, let me say it, Babalawo in the morning, Pastor in the morning, Babalawo in the night, blah, 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 blah. Because of anything. If it's only because of the movement, all the causes, all the abuses, all of the everything that people are receiving, all of the insults and embarrassment, all of the disrespect that people are receiving is not because of anything but because of the movement. I hope all those things are being put into consideration when decisions are taken on the behalf of people that are outside that cannot access some couple of meetings. I hope. And Mr. Tazan said, the government should not call Baba. They will call, because according to what Mr. Miwa said on the live stream the other day, some 2 days ago, he said they are still going to come back to have another meeting. That was what he said. So it's not about the government or the representative of the government calling. It is about when they call, what are being discussed. Because when it was the time of the toxicology and the autopsy, government never showed up. When it was the time of corona inquest, when it started, government didn't show up. When it was the time that Mo died, that they wanted to go and visit the family members at home, government showed up. Because they never knew it was going to get to this level. These are the 2 scenarios when government are showing up. The first instance when government showed up with its representative was when they went to greet Mohbad and the Black Widow in Mohbad's house. Now, toxicology and autopsy is done. I'm not sure they can do another one again. Now, coroner inquest is coming to a close. I'm not sure they can say they should start it again. But the next target where people are focusing on is the DNA. Why is it? You see, one is a mistake. Two could be a coincidence. Three should not be overlooked. If something happens one, maybe it's a mistake. If it happens twice, probably it's a coincidence. But if it happened the third time, it shouldn't be overlooked. So, the time of the DNA is the time when the government thought it good to call on Baba for a meeting. The time of the DNA. And the question is it that they don't want the case to go to criminal court? Is it that they don't want the DNA to be done? Is it that it is getting to a place where all seems not to be going well? Why is it that is at this point that they are coming up to call for a meeting? And I don't want to say what I don't want to say beyond what I should say, because then it might be an allegation. But let me not put it in form of allegation. Let me put it in form of questions. You understand? Because from history, when you check down the memory lane, Jesus is Lord. That's what I'm going to say at that place. Sometimes people say I don't talk straight, I talk zigzag. I know the reason why I talk zigzag. For those that understand me, they understand. So Mr. Tazan, it is not, they will call because maybe they have their own agenda, Mr. Tazan. So the person with their agenda will be the one to be doing the calling. So it is you that they are calling, or it is you that they called, that will know what you are going to say. Which is why I said, I hope all of the curses and the abuses and the disrespect that you and I are getting in this movement are being put into consideration when meetings are being held. I'm not saying there is something that is, no. I am only saying I hope all of these things are being put into consideration when decisions are being taken. Because, like I said, there are places that I cannot get to. Mr. Tazan, though you are a lover of justice, you seek justice truly, but when it comes to some certain things, there are places that they will say, okay, this place.
His network. Well, thank you very much, Honorable. God bless you. Well understood, well taken. But I still maintain my view that the matter is before the court. It will be a reckless move for government at this time to be calling Baba. It is wrong. When that woman called Sanwo-Olu and said, sir, help us, we still have on record his response. So, matters that are in court, which aspect of this case does anybody want to go and, government, if it is the government, want to discuss with Baba? Is it, is it
Mr. Tazan,
yes, sir.
I don't know, say I don't get down. When I get down. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know, say I just a dog they go. I just a dog they go.
We stopped hearing you when you were going to say that when we're talking about this justice for Mohbad. I know you are a lover of justice, but when it gets to certain aspect, that's
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So, just like I have said, I hope we have been put into consideration. And I want to stand, which I have always stood by, the words of Baba, that all is going well. And I know people are angry. I cannot stop anybody from talking. Anybody that is vexing can vex. If you want to vano. But one thing we need to understand is that all the vanoing, all the vexing is born out of love. And it's born out of interest for justice for Mohbad. We cannot do something for 11 months. And just like I said, and I'm saying this emphatically, if something happens once, it's a mistake. If it happened twice, it could be a coincidence. But if it happened 3 times, then it is no longer something that we should shift our eye and turn blind eye to. If you know, you know. I want to say big thank you to you. Honorable York, thank you so much. Once again, Mr. Tazan, Mami Nyoshuru, when we talk to you, Mami Lizzie Arabi, thank you so much, man. Let me mute my mic now. Thank you. Tazan, you can come up, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. God bless you, and may He continue to increase your wisdom with which you have helped us to understand this matter. I greet you. Barrister San Oluwatosin, you see, I am not a lawyer, but I know that it will, in the legal parlance, that you don't just call people that you have a case with, because Yoruba sọ pé a kì í lọ sí station ká padà dé ká dọ̀rẹ́. This same Baba had petitioned the government. You cannot come behind to say you want to come and talk to me. No. Stay away. Let us watch and see how the whole thing plays out. As the senator said, where have you been all of this while? Where have you been before the case got to the court? What pledge of support did you give to the family? What pledge of support? The one we saw in public was the government shunning Baba and say, is he the first person that will buy? So let them know they should not come right now. We are focused. We have done the toxicology and autopsy. We've now moved to the second one. And we will do the DNA. We will do the forensics, the phone forensics, and we will move forward with the matter. So go and make sure that your people do the right thing. Make sure that the police do their job very well. They are embarrassing you, government. If you were the one that called, the police are embarrassing you. They have become a joke in town. The Ghanaian police are laughing at the Lagos State Police, the Accra Police Command. They are laughing at the Lagos State Police Command. Cameroon, one of the states in Cameroon, Douala, they are laughing at the Lagos State Government Police. Kaduna Police Command, they are laughing at the Lagos State Police Command on this Mohbad case. All of the state commands, they just making a joke of them. So encourage them to do the right thing. Encourage them to go back and call all those people in that house that night, all of them. Encourage, that's what you should be doing. Don't come for Baba. And we have known our stand, we've taken our part, and our part is true justice. And if one of your mandates as a government, both at the federal and the local and state level, is to ensure justice is done. To ensure justice is done. And if we have Babas ignited all the mechanisms of the justice system in this matter, leave it. Let the whole thing run its course. Let justice take its course. Don't come and be calling Aloba. And Mr. Aloba, God will bless you. God will be with you. The wisdom with which you have been keeping this matter going, God will increase it. Please be on guard. Be on guard when you get such calls. As for me, I don't believe those calls came from the government. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it. I don't, because if those calls truly is coming from government, what do you think will be the intent? What do you think they are looking for? I don't want to say what is coming to my mind. If the call truly came from government, what is it they want to say? And that question takes me back to what Bukky Jesse said initially when she busted the bubble of Odumosu. She said something back then, if we can remember. So I don't want to believe that that will be their intent. Because when the parties begin to meet behind back doors, when the parties begin to talk behind the scene, there's something that is called, in legal parlance, San Oluwatosin can help us out here. There's something that is brewing. I don't want to hear it. Justice must take its course. There's no amount of backdoor talking that will give justice. We have gone past that stage. So we will all keep our eyes open and we will be looking. Mr. Aloba, continue to be on guard. Continue to be on guard, sir. We are behind you. God is with you. And we, the good people of Nigeria, the good people, we are behind you. Stand your course. All you are asking for is what happened to my son that night. In the presence of his partner, in the presence of his blood brother, in the presence of his uncle, what happened to him? Who embalmed him? Who embalmed him? These are the basic questions you are asking for. And you must get answers to it. Why did his house have a fast before they called you? Nobody called you to formally and traditionally inform you of this situation. You went there and you found asking. The call were telling you to tell you not to ask those questions anymore, or what? You asked the same question. You asked the lawyer who was in the house before you came. You asked him the same question. What happened to my son? The lawyer couldn't say anything. The Afars who were there with all their big turban on their test bill, they were there. They couldn't tell you anything. The partner who was the second in command in our house couldn't say to you what happened that night. This boy will stand in the place, draw my family tree. And when it comes to Mohbad part, when they put deceased, I want to be sure that after Mohbad, they will put this boy's name there. I just want to find out. I just want to find out. When they draw my family tree and they put Joseph Aloba under it, Abosidi, and then you have Mohbad, and then you have Blessing. Blessing will have her sons listed under her. And when you have Mohbad, disease, I want to be sure that that spot for Mohbad. This boy actually, when they put Adura, they will put question mark because we don't know, you know. So what more?
Right, coming up tonight, 20th to the 19th, sugar babes.
That's the question. Are they coming to tell you? Is anybody coming to tell you, whoever they are, coming to tell you to stop asking that question, or that you have asked enough, keep quiet, go home? No. You are asking this question now, using the right channels within the system, using the legal framework that is there. You are doing the right thing. You are doing what the law expects you to do as a citizen of Nigeria, as a citizen of Lagos State. Keep at it. At this point, there is no distraction. We don't want any distraction at this moment. We don't want it. So that is just my own opinion. That is just my own opinion. Thank you very much. Senator I'll thank you. God bless you, Baba. Twali for you. Thank you. Momiri, you're welcome, ma.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. You know, there is something it skipped my mind. There is something I had wanted to ask during the live stream that day, but it actually skipped. It actually skipped my mind. But then at the end of the day, it is what it is. But Mr. Sazan, you've spoken well, and I appreciate your wisdom and the way you put things into order and into perspective. I want to say a big thank you. This junction is a very critical moment in justice for Mohbad. It's a very critical moment in justice for Mohbad that we and the family should pay attention to. That the family and we should pay close attention to. And I know people believe that I wouldn't want to agree 100% that after the DNA, you understand, like the DNA is very, 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 yes, it's very, very, and attention should be paid to it. But I want us to also understand the fact that after the DNA, there are still some couple of things. So we should not just keep talking about the DNA. We should talk about it and emphasize more. Most especially. See, I'm sorry to say this here. That particular day, when that Agbalagba came online and asked that question, I wasn't really happy because it's an Agbalagba that is asking the question. But then, respect to all Agbalagbas who are Agbalagbas, asking the question of Justice Dibaje, what is left in justice? So probably what the person is trying to insinuate is we should pack everything and go. Everybody should go to their houses. But then I believe so much in the coroner inquest. The testimony that have come from the coroner inquest alone, to me, it carries about 40% of the justice from over. The DNA carries about 30%. The phone forensics carries about the remaining mark. Do you understand? Yeah, the toxicology and the autopsy, from the distance, the coroner inquest. So all of these things have their own chunk of percentage. So while we are talking about the DNA, I hope, Mr. Susan, I hope necessary things are being done concerning the phone forensics. I just hope it's not going to be that we are too late. I hope it's not going to be that we are too late. Because at least concerning the phone forensics, there's nothing about being late. It's a digital stuff and it's always there. It's always there. So I hope steps are being taken towards this forensics also. Do you understand? Because if our attention is being taken away from something, maybe that thing is actually the key thing that is needed. And I don't want us to take our attention away from that particular angle or from that particular, element, which is that of phone forensics. We shouldn't. By now, I think all necessary actions should have been taken concerning the DNA. All necessary actions. Someone asked a question that day. I don't know. Maybe, and I think, I'm sorry to say, Mr. Amiwa did not answer the question very well. I'm sorry to say I'm bringing Mr. Amiwa. But it came to my mind now, I just have to say it. Someone asked a question that day, and the question the person asked was, Mr. Amiwa said, the pathologist who was supposed to come from India abroad, sorry, I'm using that word, is not certified by the Nigerian medical whatever pathologist, whatever. So that's why they have to use somebody in Nigeria. Then the person asked the question that what is the preparation towards the DNA, since you said it's a tissue-based and it's going to be done in the abroad? Oh, it is not going to be that because somebody from the India abroad is not certified to work in Nigeria, so we are still going to end up using somebody from Nigeria who we are going to see on LinkedIn or Google. I hope we are paying attention to some of these things. I hope it's not too much to ask these questions. I hope it's not too much to ask these questions. Because at this junction, I just want to be asking questions. And I just want to know. I hope there is preparation towards that. Remember I said something when I spoke earlier. I said if something happens once, maybe it's a mistake. If it happened twice, maybe it's a coincidence. But if it happened the third time, maybe you shouldn't take your eyes away from it. So I guess you didn't answer that question very well that day. I'm bringing it up now to those that actually have access to, Mr. Miwa and the necessary quotas. As, people, we keep talking about the DNA and the likes. I hope the necessary steps have been taken. If there's anybody that needs to get certification from a quota so that the person will be able to access Nigeria, we need to know. I don't need to know. They need to know. Do you understand? Because if it is done in the secret, it's okay. I don't need to know, right? But I hope they are doing the necessary thing so that person we won't come carry, so that go be say na person from Nigeria we could come receive we could come take the sample again to avoid story that touches the heart. You understand? Because as they don't talk that time, now they are the same pathologists don't carry sample for DNA. I hope that sample is no longer valid. Please, to the necessary quotas, we as a member of the public, we are just saying this. We don't see everything, you don't see everything. The little that we see, maybe you should pay attention to it. So that the effort, why are people dropping? So that the effort of people in this justice for Mohbad will not go in vain. Mr. Tarzan, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. I think earlier in the show we had looked at some of these things, some of the likely responses to the question you asked in terms of preparation for the DNA, putting in place all the necessary guardrails, based on our experience with the toxicology and autopsy. You look at a whole lot of things, and if I can just highlight them, first and foremost for me is that, except said otherwise, the DNA matter is a legal matter. It is not a private between husband and wife who decided they want to go and do DNA. No, the court has been involved in it. So it's a legal matter. And therefore what that means is that the lawyers are in charge of it. So Mr. Rasaki, I don't think he will be the one directing the affairs of the DNA. It is a legal matter, and I also believe that the legal team has experience in matters like this. We also looked at some of the things that we can do, like ensuring that we do proper background check with all of the outfits that are likely to be the ones to conduct this analysis, ensuring that they are accredited centers. I believe that we didn't do this with the autopsy and toxicology. We were only bombarded with the certificates and credentials of the pathologist. We had no information about the center as to whether it is accredited by a governing body in Europe